Right, hello everyone, welcome back to Need Filter. I'm Steve.
I'm Bootsy.
So we've had a lot of comments and messages and stuff about previous videos saying that some people struggle to understand what we're saying because we sometimes use a lot of Geordie slang and obviously accents and stuff, and they've suggested it might be a good idea if we kind of tone it down a bit. But we've had a better idea. We're going to put together a tutorial.
Aye, how about we teach you how to speak properly?
Oh, that's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Right.
Your hair looks good, man.
Right, anyway.
Do you know what it is, right? I was saying, right, and now we're going to talk about Newcastle and all that, but I honestly think that barbers should be made to set a licence, me. Because they've got the power in their hand, right, to make you look like a prick for the next 2 weeks. You're walking around looking like a dickhead, man, with a stupid haircut.
What is the process? You must have to have a qualification.
You didn't even have to have a qualification, right? You could just say, oh, I can cut hair. But you could get to college for a couple of weeks, get the ticket and all that, the way you go. And I reckon they should have to be made to sell a licence, mate. Anyway, right, that's that. We've talked about haircuts about 5 times now. And anyway, right, so just before we get into this, right, and now we've got a lot of mates from Newcastle. And they say to us, you aren't even proper Geordies, man, you know, right? And that doesn't bother me, but obviously we're from Gateshead, right? So I actually looked it up, right, on the Oxford Dictionary website, right? What is a Geordie, right? And I've got it written down. So it says, when referring to the people as opposed to the dialect, dictionary definitions of a Geordie typically refer to a native or inhabitant of Newcastle upon Tyne, England, or its environs, an area that encompasses Blythe, Ashington, North Tyneside, Newcastle, South Tyneside, and the metropolitan borough area of Gateshead.
There you go.
So there you go. So if you still want to say that, okay, that's that.
Aye, just thought we'd get that in there before people start trying to claim we're not Geordies.
We're from Gateshead.
From Gateshead.
Proud Gateshead and proud.
You're not from Newcastle. Trying to have a gun because we're from Gateshead.
Gateshead is to say your mouth now.
It's not that when he's not singing blatant races at Newcastle game, is it?
You said Gateshead to say your mouth there.
Gateshead.
From the fucking American.
I see it.
Aye,
so let's get stuck in then.
Or read. So right is read. First things first. Or forced things forced, right? We've got the obvious ones. You've got do and don't. Right? Them translate into D and didn't. A good English sentence might be, what would it be? Don't do that, please. And if you are from Newcastle, you might say, didn't do that, man, for fuck's sake.
and then
didn't do that, man.
Didn't do that, man, for fuck's sake. Next we've got go and going. So in a normal English sentence, I'm going to go to the town. In Geordie you would say, I'm gonna go to the toon.
I'm gonna go to the toon, aye. Or what if you're saying going different, you say what you would say maybe is what's going on. You say what's going on. What's going on, yeah.
Aye. Or where you gonna go?
Aye, where you gonna go?
Aye, or what's going on. Aye.
Oh, we're gonna go doing the toon, like.
We're gonna go doing the toon the night, like, oh what?
Aye. Yeah, I've got Siri talking to me, yeah. Telling
I'm
you.
surprised Siri understands what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, I actually should say that, right? You know, when I first started working over here in Australia and all that, it was lucky because no one had a clue, nobody had a clue what I was talking about, you know, and they couldn't understand the word I was saying now when I first started. Now they actually can understand, but it was actually lucky because I didn't actually have a clue what I was doing as well, you know what I mean? And if I ever fucked anything up, I would just look at them like, and then with the idiot I'd say, wait, that's what I said, man. That's class. I'd say, what you talking about? That's what I said. And then I would see them looking at me, yeah. Knee bother. Knee bother. That's a good one, knee bother. That's like a good one, you know, like if someone's said something that you don't really agree with, I would say to them, I knee bother.
Yeah. I've actually found being a Geordie in Australia like an advantage. Me, like when I worked in sales, it was like a hook. Like as soon as you start speaking like to a client, they'd be like, "Oh, that's an interesting accent. Where are you from?" And that was it. Yeah, you're having a conversation with them straight away. And then even with like my colleagues and that, they were all like, at first they'd be like struggling to understand what I was saying. But like by now, they've got them all saying the words.
Aye.
So I like saying war kid and some boy and all that.
There's Aussies at work, man, like, a lot of them aren't there anymore and all that, but them can understand me no problem now, when them even say certain Geordie words, like, which is good, like, aye. But now doing this podcast and that, I'm trying to be consciously, like, try to tone it down a little bit, and it's hard to do.
Aye.
It's hard to do.
It's hard to do.
So do
I
it.
can't do it. Can it? That's the one. Can it just means can't.
Aye.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
What was the...
What got on there next?
Alright, so there's the big obvious one, obviously, is I, which is yes, but then there's like the big Geordie one that everyone tells you to say. Now the first thing, when you meet someone over here, or if you meet someone, if you go to another city, they're like, oh, you're from Newcastle, are you? Oh, no, I'm from Gateshead. Are you from Newcastle? Go on, say it. Say way I. Aye, and then you're like, oh, way I. Wicked that, like, aye, wicked I. Now it's funny, I live with this, like, every city has that, you know. I live with Scottish lads and all that, and there was like loads of times Connor would come in, you know, and he'd be like, oh, they've made us say it again and all that, and they'd be like, they made him say turkey burger all the time, but he was Scottish and he would, honestly, he would be like, turkey burger. They make us say it all the time. Turkey burger. Aye.
But what does way I actually mean for people who don't know? It kind of means like, of course. It depends on the context. So if someone said, oh, like, are you coming out on Saturday? Why I? It means of course, definitely I. But also it can be used as a kind of sarcastic term. If someone says something like stupid or something that's maybe not believable, you're just going, why I? But obviously I means yes. But when I first met Cass, my missus, obviously she's Australian, she'd never like met a Geordie before, I think, or she had met one. But when we were chatting and stuff and I would say I a lot, she was like, are you like taking the piss? Like, do you think you're a pirate or something? I was like, no,
that's funny you should say that. My boss, like, he's from down south, like, it's posh sort and all that. He's from down south and he's called me a pirate before now. He's like, aye, would you think you're a pirate? I ain't bother, I'm a pirate, aye. Now what?
Ginger beard?
Aye, honestly, I've never had taken out a shave. Do you know what? To expand on way I, if someone was to ask you a question and said like, oh, you weren't in the bar last night, and then a good Geordie might say, way I were.
Way I were, aye. As if that's actually a sentence, way I were.
And we would be,
of course we were.
Aye.
Way I were.
Aye. That's a good one, like, way I were.
So like, whoa, just like we, way I were.
Way I had day.
Way I, were we.
Way I had day.
Way I had day.
Yeah, of course I do.
No, you didn't.
Way I had day. Sorry, what about mum and dad? How would you say mum and dad? Like, you'd lose the letters for a start, wouldn't you? You'd say like ma and da.
Or mother and father.
Aye, way aye. And what about brother?
War kid.
Well, what about war? Why would like war kid would be?
Aye. So I guess war just means our, and kid, like the strict like description of it, I guess, is war kid means brother. Like use it to describe your brother. But it means our kid basically. But you know, people use it with their mates as well. Like I would say, war kid to Bootsy. It just means like it's like how people might say, "You're right, bro."
Aye,
are you war kid?
Aye.
Some fucking boy, yeah.
Settle doing war kid.
Settle doing war kid.
Aye,
that's the one I use quite a bit. What we got? So yeah, other cities might have roadmen, or what else did they call them? Like chavs. And hoodies and fucking rude boys and all that shit.
Rude boys.
But we have rajis and chavas.
Aye.
So basically just like I guess you're roadmen, innit? Like you're nutters, you're rajis.
You're rajis.
But it's a kind of, it's a slang term as well, isn't it? Like I might say, yeah man, settle do man, you fucking raji.
Aye.
Where are you man, you fucking raji?
Aye.
What you got on about?
Aye, you called someone a raji, aye. You were fucking raji.
You were fucking raji.
Had
to be a raji where I'm from.
And I never had a pair of Rockports on, and me Rocky and all that. Not enough fuck.
I saw the style for chavas and rajis back in the like early 2000s and all that. It was like Rockport boots, Mirror Peaks, like Berghaus, all like outdoor climbing, yeah, wasn't it? Strikey jumpers, Henry Lloyd, Lacoste and that.
You got on a fucking trek, mate!
And I look like you got on a fucking bird. And like, geek gold chains and all that. It was my bravery caps and that.
No, but it is like, You know what I find like puzzling about all this? I'm actually, because we're doing this episode, I'm trying to like calm down on the Geordie and all that. But what I find puzzling, right, is we've had actually people from Newcastle saying to us, even I cannot understand what you're saying. But actually, you know, like, over the years of being away and that, a few people have like said, like the area that we're from do talk like a little bit. Adam and I, like, it's not being big-headed or anything. It's just the way you are. But like the Bladen area and all that, this apparently they're known for talking a bit more strong. But have you ever heard anyone speaking from like Ashington way, man?
Ashington.
The way they speak.
I have.
They like change. They change the words. Like, anything with a E is it? No, anything with an A is an E.
Ashington.
They would say like Ashington or are you taking the day for a way?
Passes in there to look the fridge.
I used to work with a bloke from Ashington and all that.
It's
honestly hilarious, you know. Honestly hilarious to listen to. Like that's it. You seen that video, man, in the bloke? When I think he's from Ashington.
That's a classic.
The Geordiest bloke in the world.
And hold you.
I've got to live somewhere.
Well, you live in the street where I live, straight up the street.
Well, you didn't need to talk any because you were effing and seeing there yesterday when I was kids. But I heard you, man. I heard you. And I'm not wrong. I'm not. You were standing side her there and you were doing it, and she was doing the same, man.
Hold you. You were effing and seeing it. She was there, know what I mean?
And she was doing it.
You were, mate. I heard you. It's classic.
You didn't talk any because he wasn't and you were fucking doing it.
Hey. But I didn't realise that people from other areas in the North East thought like our area.
Maybe it's just what they've says to me. Like maybe they've just said it to me, and I've just heard it a few different. I even heard it on that Matt Yawaz's podcast. You know, he was saying about certain MCs. Them have been known for like being hard to understand.
It's mad, isn't it, when you think about it? Like the metropolitan borough of Gateshead in Newcastle, like must have like also different variations of the Geordie accent.
Way either have.
It's mad, isn't it?
Definitely. Now what's mad? What the Aussies can't get their heads round and all that and say. So even that lad that we met this morning from Sunderland, and Sunderland? Half an hour, 40 minutes tops from us. They say things different, and obviously you got like an hour and a half up the road and you're in Scotland, and fuck me, parts of Scotland, like when I've got pals from Glasgow now, and their accents are strong as fuck.
Do you know why that is? History lesson. It's because the UK and that, it's a lot older, got a lot more history in terms of like, you know, immigration and like people moving and stuff like that and settling. So that I learned in English language in A level that the Geordie accent and dialect is directly from Vikings. So when the Vikings came over...
A-level? You watch Vikings, you Raji?
Well, no, I learned about that at school. Vikings is good. But there's nothing about it.
You didn't even do A-level?
It doesn't tell you on the TV show Vikings that they started being Geordies.
That's what you tell me?
No, there's an episode where they're going doing the time. Tours. But I saw, obviously, it was just an influx of Viking words and stuff. And the accents and all that stuff, when they mix with the Saxons and all that, like 800 or whatever the year was. And there's actually words that we use now, like doon for down and ben for child, and a few others that are literally directly taken from Old Norse. So like we actually use Viking words.
Norse code?
Norse code,
That's what it means?
But so we're fucking Vikings, the lad.
As you can tell with this horrendous ginger beard. What about some phrases, What about some phrases like, I don't know, like when I've been at work, I've says, what time's bait like? And then people be like, what? And then they'll be like, I say, what time we're gonna have with bait? And they'll be like, what do you mean, bait? And they're like, you can't fishing or something? And they'll be like, wait, what time's dinner time? And they'll be like, dinner time? 7 o'clock in the night? And I'll be like, no mate. Tea time is 7 o'clock at night. Dinner time, you get your breakfast, your dinner and your tea. And they're like, I know, it's breakfast, lunch and dinner. And I'll be like, nay bother walking! Give us a minute while I'm getting paid. Tell your gaffer, sorry.
Tell your gaffer.
I don't know, gaffer Geordie
boss.
Is it?
I don't know, is gaffer a Geordie word? I know a couple of other northerners and that, like in Australia, who use the word gaffer. I don't know if it's something that they picked up from other Geordies or whatever, maybe, but I don't know. We'll find out.
I
Leave it
don't
in the
know.
comments. Put it in the comments if you know.
I don't know.
Yeah, gaffer. But I use bait a lot. But you can also use bait like if someone's farted, you say, "Oh, I've dropped me bait."
Oh yeah. You dropped your bait in that fucking lift earlier on. I could have wrung his neck and I got out.
Now to deal with me.
I bet he cuts it. Yeah, he could. What about another phrase then? What about henny? Are you alright there, henny?
So like...
I say henny a canny bit and a canny bit, and a canny bit would be quite a lot. Would it be? A canny bit?
Canny. Yeah, so canny, let's not unpack there. Let's start with canny. So canny, although Scottish people say canny, don't they? But canny means can't in Scotland. But canny to us...
The Scottish and the Geordies are quite similar, I've noticed.
Yeah.
They didn't say that to me.
So canny for us, it's actually got a couple of meanings. So if you can say, oh, he's dead canny him, it means that he's dead nice.
Aye.
But
someone calls you canny, that's good.
It's a compliment, aye. Like, if someone does something nice, oh, that's dead canny. But also, it can be used as like a describing word for like, oh, that's canny big. It means like that's quite big as well.
Aye, that's actually good, aye.
So what was the sentence you said there? What I was about to unpack? Canny...
I can't remember now, I can't remember what I did.
Oh, hinny. Well, I don't know what hinny word were.
Aye, hinny. I say hinny a canny bit.
A canny bit. I say hinny a canny bit. That's
So
a Geordie sentence I've ever heard one.
Aye.
I say a canny, who put the hinny?
My funny hinny.
Aye. No, like, so I would say hinny. I call my lass.
Hinny.
I call my lass. I call Leila hin quite a lot. You know what I mean? You gotta make me walk in.
So hinny is like, I guess people might say honey or hun, I guess a little bit. Or we say hinny or hin for sure, like H-I-N.
Cockneys would say babe.
Yeah.
Aye, I reckon so.
Aye, babe.
Oh, no. Oh, aye, babe.
I'd say a lolly.
Aye. One and only.
But so like hinny was always it's like a term of endearment that your grandparents would use a lot. Like, oh, hiya, hinny. But obviously, as we grew up, all that obviously haven't a lot. It's a term that I guess I still use as well.
Aye.
Like, oh, hiya, hinny.
Aye, way aye.
But yeah, I like that word, hinny.
Aye. We've said about how we can't do the tune and all that.
I gotta do the tune.
That's not something I would say. I think I different. Maybe it's like older generation might say.
Yeah. Maybe. But
I would feel stupid saying.
That's like I'm doing the tune, like.
That's like a go-to sentence where if someone's trying to like impersonate a Geordie, they're going,
Oh, I got them doing the tune.
Aye, I know.
But like, no one actually says that, not that I know of, like.
Nah, it's too much, I would say.
We just say, oh, we got the tune.
Oh, we got the tune, aye.
Like, because we've got to go up to get the tune anyway, so it's where we live.
Aye.
We've got to go up our the river.
Aye, is it aye?
So north, so you would say, oh, we're going up the tune or anything.
Aye. Oh, wouldn't I?
With geography lesson.
Aye, fucking hell.
Fucking history and geography and English today.
Aye,
fucking hell.
aye. And where did you work again? Toys R Us?
That's funny enough. Like, off topic I guess a little bit, but you know when you, in reception class when you first start school and they say, what do you want to be when you grow up? And everyone's like, oh, I want to be, you know, a police officer or a fireman or a doctor or a lawyer or
A drug dealer.
Aye. And I said, oh, I want to work at Toys R Us. Because obviously as a kid I looked at Toys R Us, and then at the age of like 16 or something when I got a part-time job when I was still at school, I got a part-time job at Toys R Us, so I basically fulfilled my childhood dream.
But aye.
Not many people can say that.
Aye, smashed it, mate, smashed it.
Anyway.
And now what I didn't say I want to get covered in shite every day. Why would I do that?
So next up then what we've got, Howay, basically means come on.
Aye.
So it'd be like, a normal English sentence would be like, come on, let's go. In Geordie you would say, Howay, let's go. Howay, or like, if someone does something like stupid or someone scores a goal against Newcastle, you go, oh, Howay, man. Just like how you'd say, oh, come on.
Aye.
Like some people might say, come on, it's just Howay.
Speaking of...
Howay, man, don't do that.
Aye. Now, speaking about Newcastle and all that, they say, as they're coming out the tunnel, the thing that when they're walking out, the two teams, there's the Newcastle badge, and I'll hit the thing and it says, Howay the lads.
The lads, aye.
Aye, that's...
HTL, Howay the lads.
Aye, HTL, aye. What about, I keep saying
HTL, if like in Australia, I know Aussies say YTB, yeah, the boys.
Aye.
I guess that's the same as Howay the lads, isn't it?
Howay the lads, aye, yeah,
that's the same thing.
That's another thing
boys.
with way I, them would say, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
Or Ken Oath.
Ken Oath,
which is short for fucking oath,
Ken
it is.
Oath.
So fucking oath.
Oh, bloody oath.
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah, we should do one about
Aussie slang,
Aussie slang, because that is funny, that one, like.
Aussie slang's hilarious.
Aye.
Oh, shut up, cunt.
Didn't say that one to the lasses. How said lasses actually? Lasses and lads?
Aye, lasses and lads, boys, girls.
Aye. They hate that, don't they?
Well, who do?
Them too.
The lasses.
Oh,
When you-
we're only joking. They could be going on and one of us went, shut up, cunt.
Aye.
Aye, but they hate it. So we didn't date.
I guess like going back to war kid as well, people refer, obviously war kid would be your brother or your friend, but people sometimes refer to their partner or girlfriends as war lass.
I war lass,
aye.
Or war lad, depends what side of the pitch you sit on.
I was doing the tour of war lass there.
Aye.
Then I got the bus, I went to Gateshead.
I met her doing the Granger Market. Aye, to get me bullets.
Went for the
bullets. Bullets.
Bullets for sweets,
Aye, that's like an old I think.
Aye.
My granddad used to have a tin of bullets.
Aye, I'll get you some bullets there.
Aye.
Get yourself a bullet, young'un.
I'm just speeding up on Newcastle there, get you some bullets.
Aye, the Granger Market. Aye. The Granger Market, that used to be like the second class Eldon Square, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you used to go in there for your Sega games and all
Aye,
that.
did I, loads of stalls and that.
And your bullets
Aye.
and your meat and that.
Yeah.
Aye.
It's good in there.
Good times in there, aye. Wicked shops and cafes and that. Used to get a wicked beef dip in there.
Really,
A
aye.
beef dip, aye. I think there used to be a second price Greg's shop in there now.
What's that?
I'm sure there used to be, aye, unless it was just that cheap back in the day.
Yeah.
Wimpy? Remember Wimpy?
Wimpy. Aye.
Can you remember Wimpy?
Was that a great job?
Aye, I think so, you know it is.
I can remember, like, upstairs there was that computer game store though.
Aye.
And we used to, like, trade in games and that. I used to always go in there and make a bus journey in Newcastle there.
Where, aye?
To go and trade
What was
in
that?
games and stuff.
They went massive, them was Granger games. Aye.
Aye, it was, aye.
And they ended up
It was
opening up
well.
in the fucking Metro Centre and everything.
Yeah.
But anyway, what about from a young person you call them a bairn?
Yeah. So for a child or baby, you'd say bairn, like.
Aye. The Scottish might say the bairn.
Aye. The wee bairn!
Aye. But I actually think they say Wayne.
Wayne, aye, Wayne.
Or is it Wayne out of Naz, the little lad called Wayne? Or they're saying Wayne, like as in Way, just
yeah, I
Way.
think it means Wayne,
like Way one.
Isn't it? Yeah.
They're Wayne, aye.
So yeah, bairn, that's definitely a Geordie word. I think that's one of the words that derives from the Old Norse.
Ah, I heard it from the Vikings. That was a World
I
War
think that's
II thing,
another
man.
Norse code term, innit?
Do you know what it is? Like out of all of the episodes that we've done, I've enjoyed doing this one the least because it's been more like writing lists and all that.
Yeah.
Normally we just go off each other.
We actually thought this episode was going to be really easy to do because I was talking about Geordie slang, but then when we hit record, we sort of like actually it's a bit more difficult than what you think.
Oh, aye, nah, but like it's been off more of a bit of paper than anything else. But we could literally talk about this for hours, really. So if anyone's has enjoyed it, we could maybe do another one because we've missed off any amount. Any amount.
Well, let's say longer than me, Cody.
Must be very big then. It's on a phone,
let me know in the comments that if you want to see more like Geordie slang stuff.
Aye.
Shy Ben's getting out, as they say.
That's a good now.
That's it.
Have we already said that?
We've just done Ben, didn't we? Just there.
Oh, aye. Shy Ben's getting out.
Aye.
So what does that mean then?
Just means
If
like,
you want to say that to someone who was from down the country.
Yeah. Down the country, down south, not to say shy kids get no sweets.
Did actually?
Aye.
Shy kids get no sweets.
Up north, it's shy Ben's getting out.
Down the country.
Just basically means like, you know, if you're quiet or whatever, you're not gonna get sweets. Like the metaphor is a kid, but I guess it just means like if you don't speak up, you don't let them know, then you're not gonna get it. You know what I mean?
Aye. So basically, what's the word to bring it to a close? What's the word for that? Do you know? And you would
tie things up. Tie
things up. We've had no fun doing this one, but we're happy to do it again.
Aye.
But and if I'll say it like if you want to hit the subscribe button and that would be magical. That
appreciate the support and thanks everyone who's been watching so far as well.
Aye, wicked.
Appreciate it.
Thanks very much.
Signing out.